Is there a
And then like later
third?
that night,
Wait, is there a third Scooby Doo movie besides the
I
Spooky
mean,
Island and Monsters
no,
Unleashed?
no,
Nah.
no. Well, I mean, they
Wait,
made like remakes later on, but you know, they're
no, they
not as
had that.
good.
They had that one where it's like them in high school, wasn't that? I feel like that was
Yes,
one.
but that's not as good. That's not as good.
Yeah, no, that one was kind of bad.
And then, but anyway, they had then later that night, like Daphne stumbles upon this voodoo ritual guy, and he's like about to sacrifice a chicken, and then she goes, "Excuse me," and then he goes, "Oh man, I gotta redo my voodoo chicken ritual like all over again." And he's like, "Don't go into that spooky castle, whatever you do." And then she's like, "You want me to go in there because you set a trap?" And then she like gets super like into detail because she's a dumbass. And then it ends up they all like end up getting into the castle or whatever, and they're all like,
Isn't
and
it
then
like a
Daphne's like
ride?
Velma. Yeah, and then Velma's like hiding in this like machine and like scares the shit out of Scooby and Shaggy, and then he goes, "Velma!" And then like they're all like sitting up there and they're like, and then they're like sitting there and they're like, all right, let's just let's just wait, let me think. Yeah, let's split up and look for clues because they're Scooby Doo, you know. They decide to like split up and then Fred goes, "Daphne, you and I," and then the Velma was like in the background. She goes, "Typical," and then he's like, "What?" And then he's like, "I'm always the last one to be caught, to be picked," and then he's like, "Fine, yada yada yada, we'll go here," and then he goes, "Scooby and Shaggy," and they go, "Whoop, do whatever you guys do." And then they like get caught on this like plastic food wall that tries to eat them, and Daphne gets stuck on a roller coaster ride as there's swords coming, and yeah, and oh yeah, Daphne finds the Damon Rightus,
What's that?
you know, the voodoo box pyramid
Oh.
thing.
Is that
Um,
important?
Yeah, she's stuck in her pussy.
Dang.
Yeah, but
Did they
anyway,
show that in the movie?
then Velma and Freddy are stuck in this like ride thingy with swords coming, and they're like, "Pull the bookshelf! There's always a secret passage." And then they were like going as these blades were slowly getting closer to them. And then Freddy gets like a book stuck or whatever, and he tries pulling really hard, and he flies out in front of the blade, and then Velma like grabs a book really quick and tosses it to him, and he holds it in front of him, and the blade hits him, and he flies up through this glass wall like thingy, and he hits this lever of a control switch just before Daphne on the ride in a different part of the ride is about to go into a sword wall,
Oh
and
shit.
it stops and they all live, and
That's
it's like
clutch.
perfect
That's
timing.
actually so clutch.
Except it's all good except for Freddy got like anally raped by the lever, but other than that, yeah.
Wait, it went up his ass?
Then they discover that it's like a brainwashing facility, and they look at this video of this really fucked up teenager, and they're like, he like knocks over a glass, and he goes, "Hey, sorry, bro," and then the guy
Oh,
responds,
doesn't he have the spiky
"I will
hair?
crush your bones to dust."
I feel like
Yeah.
I remember that bit. I remember Scooby Doo is the best.
My mom just asked me if I was okay.
No, she didn't. No.
I swear to God. But anyway, yeah. Then like Velma, then later that night they go to a voodoo fire thingy.
Oh
And then
yeah, I
Velma's like,
remember that.
"I see projectors there, there, and there." And then yada yada skip forward. They're riding on four-wheelers to get away from the monsters, Shaggy and like Mary Jane and whatever. Mary Jane and Shaggy met on the plane, and he like got super hard off her because he's like in love. Yeah. And they were riding on four-wheelers, like Scooby was on his own, and they were like they were driving through like the forest, and it was like the background music was like woo-ha, woo-ha.
Dang.
And all these monsters were like chasing them in like bodies or whatever, and all of a sudden Scooby like looks over at Shaggy and Mary Jane, and all of a sudden Shaggy's like, "Duck!" And Mary Jane doesn't duck, and she gets hit by a branch, and then Scooby looks
Ooh.
over, and her face is all like distorted, and she's like a monster, and like it's glowing green,
Oh.
and she pulls on it like a mask, and it's like, and then it, like smacks back into place, and then she's like, and then they're like,
Dang, Mary Jane's a
fly into
snake.
And then they like get flown into this little area, and then it's like Scooby and Shaggy start like fighting because like insists that she's a monster, and Shaggy's like, no, and then and then Scooby Doo's like, your mom eats cat poop, and then Shaggy goes, no, Scooby Doo, your mom eats rat poop, or whatever. And then it was like something like yada yada yada. You drink out of the toilet, and then like freezes, and then Scooby Doo goes, so do you, to Shaggy.
Oh, bro, they can't turn on each other like that. That's not.
And then all of a sudden, Scooby is like jumping up and down on this little plate, and it opens up, and he falls, and then Shaggy's like, Scooby Doo, and then he goes to Mary Jane. I have to go down and get him, and then Mary Jane's voice is like super dark, and it's like, no, Shaggy, and he goes, what? And then he goes, I mean, no, Shaggy. And
Shaggy knew what was up.
And then Shaggy's like,
right?
he's my best pal. I'd do anything for him. He's my best pal. I'd do anything for him. So he jumps into the hole to like go after him, and then he's like nowhere to be found all of a sudden. But Shaggy finds this like bowl full of spirits, and he finds like Daphne, Freddy, and Velma. And he hits them back in their own bodies, but Daphne's like super stubborn, and she's like, I'll find a way out myself. Put me back. And then he's like, how are you planning on doing that? He says like a lot before he says things, you know?
Yeah.
And she goes,
like kind of annoying.
I'll use my tongue as an oar and I'll swim to the edge. And then Shaggy,
I remember that. I remember that.
And Shaggy lets her go anyway.
Wait, the head's in the bowl?
Then,
is that what you're talking about?
Yeah. Yep. And then all the heads like fly back to the bodies, but Freddy's a dumbass, and he's like, how do you drive this thing? And he flies into Velma's, he flies into Daphne's body.
Oh, and they become
like, all
different
figure
people,
out.
right?
They all wake back up, and they're like in different rooms or whatever, and Velma's like, takes him back in, and then like, he's like, Daphne? Are you, well, no, she's like, Daphne, are you okay? But it's really Freddy in her body, and she's like, yeah, but I'm not Daphne. And he's like, oh, brother. And then he's like, he looks at his skirt and he's like, hey, I can look at myself naked.
I remember that shit. When did you watch these?
Okay, I watched Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed yesterday. I'm gonna watch Scooby-Doo, the first one, right now.
No, don't watch it.
But anyway,
I want you to keep talking about it.
I'm trying to finish the story. Then they like
My
all
bad.
meet up and whatever, and like Daphne's in Freddy's body, and like Freddy, like right before they like meet up, he like looks down his chest in Daphne's body.
Ooh.
And yeah, kinky. Yeah, but anyway, then they meet up in the middle of the woods and like set down the Damon Ritus, and then Velma's like, I believe that it will eventually switch our bodies till our whatever's returned to the rightful body, and it switches all the bodies to like Shaggy's there or whatever, but Scooby's still missing, and it like at one point, Shaggy gets put into Daphne's body. No, he gets put in Daphne's body first, and he goes, like, Daph, don't you ever eat? Or whatever. And and then
Basically calling her anorexic.
And then he goes back into and then Shaggy goes into Velma's body, and he goes, like, man, why am I wearing a dress? It's like funny, and then they all go back to their bodies or whatever, and they set up this thingy. The monsters die in sunlight, so they set up this like thingy in this big cave where the rest of the souls are, and then this voodoo ritual starts, and then like Daphne has to climb up to this cave, and then Daphne goes to this epic fight with this macho man, and Fred and Velma get stuck in the ritual, and then they like try dancing, and then they like everybody else stops dancing because they're all monsters and they're all like in sync. But
but they keep dancing and they get exposed.
They keep dancing and then they're like, yo, it's the next part, it's the electric slide. Ow. and then they're not buying it and whatever, and then they all get like tied up. And then all of a sudden Daphne finally beats the macho guy, and she kicks him through the wall.
How does that work?
And they find out it's Scrappy Doo. No, she kicks him through the vent, and he falls onto the bowl and spills all the souls everywhere, and they all go everywhere. And then Velma like releases the the disco ball that and all the light reflects off and kills all the monsters. And they destroy Scrappy Doo. They destroy Scrappy Doo, and he's like, yeah, you know. And then at the end, it's
Yeah.
like, pew, 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 pew.
Why does Scrappy do that though? That's my only question. Didn't they kick him out of the van or something?
Because he peed on Daphne, and then they kicked him out of the van.
Can't do that.
Puppy power.
Daph's kind of, you don't mess with her. She's
Damon Rightus, you know. Then they finally get Scooby back.
Scooby?
Yep.
Where was he though?
Okay, I have just explained both of the Scooby-Doos to you. How's that?
Keep going. I want to hear more though. That's
I
my
can't.
only
Like,
issue.
I literally just explained both of the movies.
Wow.
Oh, I
So you
never
basically
finished how
gave me-
Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed finished.
Oh yeah. How does that work?
Scooby-Doo, they all get like in the final room where there's monsters taking over all of them, and then they're all getting suffocated by the tar monster, and they're all dying. And then Scooby's like takes like a fire extinguisher and starts freezing the tar monster and rides him like a fucking pony. And
Ooh.
he skateboards down him or whatever, and he's like, and then it's like then Shaggy like gets unfrozen, and he's like the only one that's still alive basically. The rest of them are dying.
Yeah.
And he throws it and he goes, Scoob, go long! And he throws the frisbee like type thingy.
Yeah.
And the pterodactyl flies in at that exact time in the like slow motion. And Scooby-Doo like tries to swim in the air to get to it, and he gets it in time. And then the pterodactyl
That's
flies
clutch.
into the tar monster. Scooby-Doo does another flip, lands, plugs the thing back into the control center. And then, like, the evil guy that created them all, which is the only one that's not, like, a real monster, goes, Who do you think you are? And then it goes, Scooby? Scooby? No! And he plugs it in, he hits the button, and then it's like all this, like, this heroic music, and all the monsters start disappearing, and then, like, all the gang was, like, tied up in the tars, they're all starting to breathe again, they're like, because the master guy falls through a hole that Velma created earlier, and then they get caught, and then they lift up the mask, and turns out it was the news lady, but then they're like,
Oh damn.
and the news lady, and then they pull up the mask again, and then they pull off a mask on the
Isn't
news
it
lady,
Old Man Smithers?
and it was really a guy. No, it was really an old guy, a guy, and his name was Jonathan Jacobo, the original pterodactyl ghost.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, he was just salty because they.
And then at the ending,
then
they all
got him in
have
jail,
like
right?
they all like have a news meeting, and then Freddy learns. No, it's Melvin Dew. Yeah, don't you mean Melvin Dew? I shall absorb.
Which one do you like more and why?
I like Scooby-Doo 2. No wait, I like
Wait,
Scooby-Doo
I
Spooky
asked you
Island
this.
more. That's me.
Yeah.
No,
Sorry,
you didn't.
No,
You just
oh
asked-
no, I was
you never
talking
asked.
about the original one. Never mind, my bad.
Hey, can I answer now or no?
No need to sass me, but continue. Sorry, my bad.
And my favorite Scooby-Doo is the first one, Scooby-Doo, Spooky Island. No, wait, no. Wait, I like Scooby-Doo Unleashed more because it's like the mystery. There's a lot of scenes with the mystery machine in it, and that's just super sexy to me. And
I
it's like
understand.
super fun. And there's like some good music, and then it's like heroic, and like the mystery machine just goes through a lot, but it's so sexy, and no matter what. I'm gonna send you one of my favorite moments from Scooby-Doo with the mystery machine. Grant.
Okay, I'd appreciate that. wait? What are you sending me again? The mystery machine. Your favorite parts about
Yeah.
it? Huh? How can you narrow them down? Like that seems really hard to be honest. Like, just tell me what are some of your favorites?
All the parts with the mystery machine.
Yeah, just like what's a couple of your favorites?
I don't know how to explain to you, Grant.
Just
Oh my
try.
god! Oh my god, it's sexy. You're not an expert like I am. Oh my god, you can't. When I've said this to you, you can't tell me you don't have an orgasm from looking how sexy this band is.
Okay.
Here, I'll play the soundtrack and then I'll send it to Grant. Grant,
Yeah.
Grant. I'm gonna name characters from Scooby Doo, and you're gonna tell me their catchphrase, like what word they say. Okay?
Okay.
Shaggy.
Shaggy, like Zoiks.
Okay, well,
Is that
it says
acceptable?
Zoinks, yes.
Zoinks.
Yes,
Okay.
Zoinks.
Okay, my
Velma.
bad.
Velma.
Velma. That's hard. Velma, she's not exactly a talkative fellow all the time. You know what I mean?
Daphne.
Daphne? Those are hard. What can you just what are they? Can you help me
Hey!
out a little?
What the hell is that voice? What the hell is that? Why do I hear like a squeaky toy? What the hell is that noise? Sounds like a squeaky toy.
What's the squeaky toy? Oh, I have them muted. I have to listen to your brilliance. Sorry. Who's your favorite character in Scooby Doo?
Me?
Yeah, if you had to pick.
Shaggy.
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 Lots of kids would go with Scooby. I can respect you for that. Not giving in to the hype.
Okay, here's another quiz for you, Grant. Who's the original owner of the van? Who's the owner of the van?
The owner? Oh
Like,
wait,
who
I
owns
remember
it?
that was isn't it like Daphne or something? It's not who you'd think it'd be. Isn't it Daphne?
It's not Daphne. In the in
Fuck.
the in the high school version,
Yeah, I remember the high school they
okay,
told
they
you,
make
but
in the
I forgot.
high school version they make it that it's Daphne, but in the way original Scooby Doo's when it was Shaggy's the original owner.
Oh,
In the
okay.
way original Scooby Doo's, Grant, in the way
Yeah.
original Scooby Doo's, it was just Shaggy and Scooby, and the van was red,
Ooh,
and Shaggy's shirt was red, and Scooby Doo's collar
red.
was red. Red. Yes, I'll look up an old picture. Grant, the old Mr. Machine looks nothing like it used to. Look, no, look, it looks nothing like it does now.
Which one do you like more?
I like the well, if we're talking about like the real movies, I like the one in the real movies. But if we're talking about the TV show, like the cartoon version,
Yeah.
I like I like wait, what? I like the one from like the old Scooby Doo's.
I can respect that.
Hey Grant, I'm sending you what the old Mr. Machine looks like. There's a girl driving it, but yeah. It's Shaggy's. Grant, where's your thing there? Here we go. It looks a lot different. I already do. And then I'll send you Grant, did you get it?
Yeah. Wait, I can't watch it though. I'm in a solo game. Quick.
No, it's a picture.
Okay, one sec. I'm kind of busy.
I'll show. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna show. And I'm gonna send you a picture of my favorite mystery machine. And you need to stop breathing that loud.
I'm sorry, sir.
Save image. Okay, Grant. Okay, that picture's the old mystery machine. The second picture is my favorite mystery machine, and the third one is the limousine mystery machine.
Oh, keeping it classy. I can respect that.
I'll try and look at a picture of Shaggy as the red.
You might not find many images of that. That's kind of specific stuff we're talking about.
I already found it.
Ooh, but the researcher. I'll give you that.
Have you ever seen Scooby Doo Cyber Chase?
Cyber Chase? That was a show
Yeah,
on
it's
like
the cartoon.
PBS Kids, wasn't it?
No. It shows the old Scooby Doo and the new Scooby Doo. They come together.
What?
They come together. No, it's Cyber Chase. Oh my god, really? Scooby Doo and the Cyber Chase. Yep, it's Cyber Chase, dumbass.
No need to be yelling.
Yes. Save image. I'm literally. I'm gonna send you the cover right now. Shane, I know my Scooby Doo. There's like a virus. The jealous guy gets. Yeah, they get sucked into the video game, and it's all their old villains in the final world. Here, I'm sending you the cover of it. Shane, did you get the picture I sent you yesterday from Snapchat? Yeah, there was 2 of them. Now I'm finishing my favorite scene from Scooby.